Alrighty, boys, we got ourselves teams 1 and 2 already in the new No-Cud? Is it No-Cud? I think it's No-Cud Arena, right? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to learn it. But it looks gorgeous, man. This zone in particular. I love it. We got ourselves team 1 with a Brule. We got Chunks in back as arms were a Cal as a Wind as a Fury. Lath and Tags are gonna be first up. Getting hit with the silence from Doomflower. Trying to go for a little bit of a Eclipse. Got himself the Incarnation. I don't know if it's an actual Incarnation or maybe Incarnation. Massive moves dropping in. Tags is trying to see if he can fight her through it. Got himself big dots to the Doom. Maybe he needs to go for a bit of drains to follow. Doomflower trying to get himself a much lower ability. He's going to be able to dispel the agony off of him. Going to be a hunt by Tagsy. Trying to see if he can maybe get along the side of Doom. Doom is actually maybe in a bit of panic. There's going to be a Dark Glow also removing any heals over time from him. And I think the dots just might take him. Got himself Battle Master Trinket. Barring a little bit of health. If he doesn't survive with this barred health though, I think it's going to be over. And Tagsy does end up just rotting him down with dots. As the man did have a pretty big Incarnation setup. Tagsy did end up outliving the boy, however. Atham gonna be up next, charging out. This man got quite a bit of hefty bursts behind him. Tagsy swapping out the pets. You can actually see he swapped out to an Imp. The Imp is gonna dispel him from blinds as well as stuns. Tagsy take a big damage, is gonna go for a port. Atham needs to reconnect back with him, hit him with a stun, does get a stun. The Imp is there to dispel him. Oh no, human racial, but Tagsy instead. Massive Templars. Does Tagsy survive this? Trying to go for a fear. I don't know if he's got the health though. He's gonna go for a little bit of borrowed health with a Battle Masters trigger for Atham and immediately just try to give the pressure on Tagsy. Interrupt him on Shadow. I think it may be over. And Atham does end up judging him down. Taking the boy out of the game. Is it gonna be Lath next? I think Lath is antsy. He's like, yo, do I go next? Is it me? I got a big one shot, an opportunity to get a proper opener. He's gonna be a quick blind. Got himself wings ready. Big hammer damage. Holy power. Absolutely just blasting the boy out. Told you. The blind is basically a stun. And Lath is going to take a bit of damage. Immediate bubble out of Atho as Lath does go for the Thunder Fist. And that's going to be Atho trying to see if he can counteract them. Does he have the damage? Oh, absolutely. Doesn't want to deal with this monk one shot. Just walks up and slams the hammer on the boy's head while the bubble is still active and there's nothing the monk can do. All he can do is maybe run. There's literally, you can't even touch Atho. Chunk's gonna be up next. Spears him in place. Warbreaker trying to see if he can break through it. Athoman's tough exterior. Get to know him, and the fleshy man on the inside of this armor gonna be a quick stun by Atho, hoping to maybe get the trinket out of Chunks. Chunks doesn't want to give it to him unless he sees wings with you. He doesn't want to give you a trinket. Chunks is gonna get a storm bolt onto Atho, and Chunks actually, I want to see how the warrior. Oh god, never mind. I was gonna say I want to see. Wait, big damage on Atho. Oh wait, warrior may just overpower him. He just absolutely. Oh my god, in the twist, turn around. Athaman just got him. The whole time I was trying to say, I want to see him what the survivability of an arms warrior is, because it has improved. They did get more talents to help him live, but the man was actually deadlier. Less survivable, but a lot more deadlier. Got Athaman on the ropes for a second, but the big hammer came down. Judged him unworthy of a kill, which is super unfortunate because that warrior did his very best, man. I want to see that guy again. I want to see champion rise out of that man. Athaman trying to see if he can take that momentum that he just took from the one warrior and take it and put it into Kel, but Kel does not want to deal with it. Getting slowed. Quick disarm to Atham. He's looking for a catch up on health. Being a Fury warrior and the fact that you have second wind, by the way, that's so good for recovery. If the enemy is like, you know what, I don't want to touch it, you're like, alright, fine. I'm just going to recover my health fully. You can no longer cheese out a Fury warrior like that anymore, because that's all warriors get access to second wind. But it's kind of nutty. Blind to Cal, does he trinket that is wings out of Atho? May want to use it. Unless he got defensive, doesn't want to use it. Doesn't use it. He's like, you know what? If I survive this, I won't need to use Enrage Regen. Maybe I can just wait it out. Athaman tried to see if he could prevent any more healing. Just try to keep the range damage to Cal. Cal tried to spear him in place, will not be able to, trying to hide behind the pillar. And Athaman is trying to see if he can use the ramp in order to close the gap. Mad damage from above. My goodness. Oh my god, the Paladin damn boys. Jesus. We got ourselves a Fury Assass. A Furry Assass. Oh, that's a lot different. Bad Manting trying to see if he can go for a little bit of a route onto the Assassination Rogue. Got himself a Clicker Shadows in order to break out of the route. Quick blind onto the Evoker. Got himself immediate trinket. That's going to be Panda Rachel trying to see if he can deal with him. Bad Mantic trying to see if maybe might be able to get him some movement in order to get away from the Fury Assass. A Furry Assass. Keep calling Fury SS, but it's Fury SS. Batman may need to get himself some healing. That rogue could just take it out immediately. Garrote, apparently Garrote does not... Wait, so Garrote does not immune that Shroud. That Shroud ability from Invoker is supposed to give him immunity to crowd control, but apparently Silence does not count. That or just Garrote doesn't count. I'm not really sure, but Atherman tried to see if he can maybe find this criminal. Massive blast out of the Paladin, immediately triggers shoot dead by Fury. And he does go down. Atherman swiping out the rogue fairly quickly. Lad's gonna be up next, trying to go for a big strike of the Windlord to one-shot Ather, but doesn't quite connect. As Ather looking to see maybe if he can get some counter pressure onto the Monk. Does actually predict the fact that Monk is gonna go for a board, and does meet him for a second. Lath, I think, is waiting until the next strike of the Windlord, unless he got himself a big kick. Blind to Lath. Does Ather have a stun? I don't think he does. Ather could be in back trouble. Gonna be a big karma. Does he reverse that karma back onto Lath potentially? Is it gonna be a stun? Does he just somehow fight through a karma? Flash of light. Does he have enough damage here? And that's gonna be a big prog by Ather. Massive damage. Does get himself the big AoE cleave. Taking him out with Kel gonna be up next as a Fury Warrior. Trying to see if he may be able to tussle with his Paladin. Can he potentially do it? I think he can, actually. He got so close a couple of times. Does Ather have a stun or a blind coming up anytime soon? Because if he just locks down Kel, he could be in a tight spot. Kel popping up big cooldowns. Leaping way past Ather. Looks like he's going to back up out of there for a second. Just let himself recover. And Ather is going to do exactly the same. Big judgments from Ather could connect potentially Kel, trying to see if he could maybe put some more pressure onto Ather. Ather mounting up, backing up out of there for a second. Does this Paladin have cooldowns? Because I can't tell. It looks like his wings are available at all times, but I know for a fact that the game is sometimes lying to me. It says there's wings, but there's no wings. Cal trying to see if he can lock down Ather, maybe get some big damage. Blind, does this man have any outs at all? As Atherman does end up breaking his own blind, immediate disarm, but Ather still getting some massive Tempest verdicts. Cal trying to see if he can find himself recovery behind the pillar. Big hammers flying in, just needs to get away from Ather. And like the Paladin does find him, spiking him through with a quick blade of justice. How do you beat Paladins, man? How do you beat that? Oh my god! What is that? What is that? What the hell? What kind of class is that? Dude, somebody at Blizzard definitely plays Paladin. Halinka? Halinka, I know you're doing this. I know you're responsible for this. It's like, it's been a long time since Paladin's been good. Time to make him really good. But Sepsis does end up taking him out. The Rogue is the only one so far from last night's duel and tonight's that's been able to easily dismantle Paladin's armor. He literally goes in and takes it piece by piece, just take him down little by little, bleed by bleed, poison by poison. Even if you cleanse a portion of it, Atherman just melts. I think actually Sepsis was melting not just Atherman, but more than one Paladin yesterday. Trying to go versus Leroy, immediately hit him with a Garrote. The guy goes up in the air, literally flies out into the skies, doesn't want to deal with it. Sepsis won't have any damage over time on him or anything, so could potentially catch himself another reset. But Leroy does deny an open up by the Rogue. Stun around the corner. I don't know if the man has a trinket or not. Definitely needs some kind of counter pressure versus Leroy. Hit him with a stun. Looks like he's just gonna go behind the pillar and reset. Does Sepsis have any dots on him? Leroy catches him before he can actually get away. It's gonna be a quick Fear Sigil with the Hunt to follow. Blind. Oh, unless you got a Cloak of Shadows, you may be dead. Cheat death? Cheating death right now. Got himself a blind once, but it's over. Oh my god, Leroy doesn't let the scoundrel escape. Taking him out of the game. Oh my god, Atho! You can't do this to these boys, man. You're gonna get your class nerfed. Somebody at Blizzard is gonna Q solo queue and run into you doing this to him.